There's a difference between wanting marriage and being ready for it. Most of us grow up with this dream of love, partnership, and halal connection. But as I started growing, healing, and doing the real hard work, I realized that readiness isn't just about age, pressure, or the desire to get married. It's about depth, discipline, and a version of you that knows who she is outside of the idea of someone else. Wanting marriage is one thing. Being ready for it, deep down in your heart, in your habits, in your mindset, is something else. Marriage doesn't begin with a wedding. It begins with who you are before you ever meet them. Good morning, besties. The last video I posted regarding things to do instead of mindlessly waiting for marriage, you girls really liked it. So I thought I should post something that is related to that, like a continuation. To be honest, these videos are the type of videos that I needed a couple of years back, but I didn't really find anyone talking about it on YouTube. Even though marriage is something that everyone wants in the long run, it's sunnah. I feel like more of the videos that are related to marriage are things like what questions to ask, how to treat your husband, how to treat your wife, the rights of a Muslim woman in marriage, getting to know each other through the halal way, which is absolutely beautiful. But the real preparation of marriage goes beyond all of those things. Marriage is a union that two people come together to please Allah through thick and thin. But for a girl to be able to do that, even a guy, of course, but my channel is more of Muslim women, so I'm speaking to Muslim women. But what I'm trying to say is for a girl to know what she wants, and who she wants to walk this path with, we need to know who we are first. Love ourselves so much that outside situation is just a bonus. Added peace of mind, added reward, but not the core or center of our lives. I truly hope this video gives you more clarity and more depth into this topic. And of course, we'll talk about it while I take you along my day. So let's go for a walk. I feel like my eyes are still puffy. It looks like I just got out of the bed. Oh well, it is what it is. Before you're someone else's wife, you're a servant of Allah. You're a woman with an identity that isn't attached to anyone else. Do you know what your values are? What you stand for? What triggers you? What your red lines are? Because if you don't know who you are, you will attach your worth to your role. You will become whatever your partner wants. Being in your identity as a Muslim woman, as a soul, is what allows you to enter marriage as a whole person, not just half, waiting to be completed. You are a whole human completed. Your life worth is not attached to your title. It's attached to the fact that Allah has already placed you in this world, and that's enough. Society has mistaken marriage for purpose, an end goal or destination. They will tell you once you get married, then you'll be valuable, complete, finally on track. But marriage was never meant to be your destination. It is a means, not a goal. Your purpose is to worship Allah, to live a life of meaning, to serve, to grow, to walk your path back to Jannah. Marriage is simply one of the many roads you can take on that journey. Some will walk that road, some won't. But every single one of us has a purpose, and it didn't begin at the nikah table. If you believe marriage is the end goal, you will miss the purpose of the season you are in right now. You will delay your dreams, your self-work, your contribution to this ummah, waiting for someone to give you permission to begin. But the truth is, your life started before Him, and your soul will stand before Allah alone. So let marriage be a blessing, not your identity. You're already worthy, already working in purpose. And if Allah wills to bring someone into your life, it will only be a continuation, not your completion. Spend time alone without distraction. Journal your values, goals, boundaries, and red flags. Reflect on yourself. Who am I outside of what I do for others? Write your personal non-negotiables in a journal. Take breaks from social media to hear your own voice. Define your ideal day in your life and leave parts of it now without waiting for a future spouse. I'm gonna head to Asda. There are a few things that I need. I actually want to bake brownies, healthy brownies. Whew. I'm gonna tell you girls more about the recipe when I get home, but I need chocolate chips and also a few bits. Marriage doesn't fix wounds, it mirrors them. If you're still carrying trauma unhealed resentment, insecurities, or fears, marriage won't cover that. It will actually bring them to the surface. Readiness means I am doing the work. I am learning how to communicate. I am aware of my patterns. I take responsibility for how I show up. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to be aware. If you struggle to trust, feel safe, or express emotions, marriage won't erase that. It will expose it. Face your triggers instead of avoiding them. Learn to reflect on what triggers you and what makes you feel at peace. Forgive people who hurt you, even if they never said sorry. It's not about them. It's about you. It's about your own peace of mind, your relationship with Allah, and your path to something greater. One of the best ways is to start a reflective journal. What am I still holding on to? How do I feel? Why do I feel this way? Bring those questions to the surface. It will allow you to learn about yourself, who you truly are, and what brings out the highest version of you. I'm back home. I was so tempted to get flowers, but the ones that I have are still alive, so I gave up. By the way, I'm gonna get ready for the day and we're going to do some baking. I'm trying to bake a brownie that is made out of sweet potato. Like, my curious brain needs to try it out. This is how they look, and they look so yummy. Like, I can't believe they're made out of sweet potatoes, so I'm gonna try it out. Marriage comes with responsibilities, sabr, even though it's beautiful. Marriage is not just the honeymoon, it's the long walk home. It's shared ibadah, shared hardship, shared sacrifice, shared happiness. Readiness look like, I have let go of the fantasy. I'm asking myself, what do I offer as a wife? How do I serve someone for the sake of Allah, not for validation? It's not just about the feeling of love. It's about giving, even when it's not easy. Marriage is a service, mercy, and reward. It's raising children, holding your tongue, sacrificing ego. Learn about Islamic marriage from trusted sources. Study what makes a healthy marriage beyond the romance. Let go of the perfect husband checklist and write a checklist that is genuinely meaningful to you and your Islamic values. Who you marry reflects how your life is going to become. Watch Islamic lectures on rights and responsibilities. Talk to healthy married women and ask real questions. Don't take advice from someone whose life don't reflect the future you want for yourself. Ask yourself, what do I offer? What do I still need to learn? The last time I baked, I actually recorded it in this video. It's gonna be somewhere in the screen. I forgot to put baking powder and I was so mad at myself, honestly, because it tasted so good. However, it was very, very dense. Anyways, I wanted to speak to you girls about my journal. It has been something that I have been working on for months and it is finally live now, alhamdulillah. I documented all of my process of creating this journal. If you want to check it out, I would leave the link in the description for you girls. It is more like a series that consists of 4 episodes. So it's such fun vlogs that I just took you girls along with me. So check it out, inshallah. This is the journal and it's the exact format and prompt that I used to grow and also heal. I felt like after a very difficult chapter of my life, I really wanted to become someone that is very self-aware and very reflective. The desire to grow, to heal, to bloom was just at its peak. And honestly, journaling was the way that I used to learn about myself more, heal my inner child, and also start my self-development journey. I realized that how I want to see my life in the next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or even 10 years depends on the choices that I make today. How I see myself, what I think about, how I speak to myself, what I even believe in. I started challenging my negative self-talk and limiting beliefs, and honestly, I became the most confident I have ever been. So many of us carry belief that we literally learned from society, from school, from our environments, from family members. You don't need to go find an apartment somewhere and live alone in order for you to discover who you are or what you want. You just need a quiet space with your thoughts to reflect, to think, and to process your emotions so you can discover the unique you that is within you. Journaling my thoughts has helped me discover the gratitude. The more self-aware I was, the more I became more aware about my environment too. And I started thanking Allah for literally every single thing. I discovered things that I want for myself, things that I want for the people around me, and also how I want my life to be in the next couple of years. What's more better than knowing that you're putting the effort in the life that you want to create while trusting fully that Allah is working more than you to bring that vision into reality. That's how I see life. You make the conscious efforts to change your life and Allah will move mountains for you. Journaling is an amazing tool that we shouldn't be sleeping on. The journal Bloom Within will help you discover yourself beyond all the noises. It is a 6-month guided journal that would help you become more self-aware, process your emotions, dream, and create the life that you don't want to escape from through 6 Islamic topics that are life-changing. It is available to pre-order now, and it also has a first batch launch discount. So check it out, inshallah. Your pre-orders mean a lot to me. In marriage, you don't just need love. You need emotional maturity. Can you hold space for someone else's bad day without making it about you? Can you disagree without disrespect? Can you communicate with grace when you're upset? Or do you just shut down, explode, or give silent treatments? Readiness means I'm learning to regulate my emotions. I'm learning adab in disagreement. I know that my mood isn't a weapon. It's easy to love when you're in a good mood. But what about when you're angry, tired, or misunderstood? Readiness looks like I know how to feel without harming. I know how to communicate without cutting. Learn emotional regulation. Learn to pause before reacting. Develop emotional vocabulary. When triggered, write first. Don't text or talk. Practice I feel statements instead of accusation. Understand the concept of we when resolving conflicts. It's not an attacking contest. It's understanding that both of you are in this together. Learn from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His anger never made him unjust. A woman who's ready for marriage isn't desperate for it. She's content, focused, and open. She's building something already, and she knows marriage is not her escape, it's her extension. Marriage isn't your starting line, it's your extension. If you're waiting for a husband to begin your life, you will carry desperation into the relationship. Create goals, routine, and enjoy your current season. Live your purpose now, don't pause life. Be content before companionship. Create a weekly routine that nurtures your mind, body, and soul. Build friendships, hobbies, work, or service that fulfill you. Say Alhamdulillah for this season, even while praying for the next. Marriage is half your deen, not because it completes you, but because it tests you. It teaches you sacrifice, patience, mercy. Are you prepared to love someone for the sake of Allah? To compromise, not just for comfort, but for barakah? Are you looking for a partner who brings you closer to Jannah, or just someone who looks good on paper? These brownies taste so good. I literally cannot stop eating them. Like, I've tried 2 different healthy brownie recipes with oat and also bananas, but by far this one is the best. I haven't tried the avocado one. I heard that it's so good as well. I will definitely recommend this one. If you're on your healthy girl era and you're trying to find a snack that suits that, it's absolutely so good. Let me know if you want the recipe for this. I'm just going to enjoy my evening with my tea. And I also have a book that I'm reading that I think I should show you girls. It's called My Other Half, and oh my god, I am like halfway through and I love everything about this book. I actually saw it on TikTok and that was why I got it. I just randomly saw someone reviewing this book. Like, if you're looking for a halal love story, this is absolutely beautiful, and I saved it. Can you believe this is my first fiction? This is the first fiction that I've ever read, subhanallah, and I enjoy it. Honestly, I've just been reading books that have to do with self-development, and this time around I thought, let me give there's a goal. And when I thought about what to read that has to do with fiction, I just remembered this one. So I was like, let me just get it for now. If you have like any fiction books written by Muslims, leave it down below, because I'm thinking I'm going to check other books out, inshallah, and just like give my brain a bit of break from reading things that have to do with self-development. Habibti, wanting marriage is beautiful. It's natural. It's sunnah. But don't just prepare the wedding. Prepare your heart. Don't just make dua for a spouse. Make dua to be a kind of woman who can hold that blessing well. Because when you bloom within, the right person will recognize it. Not because you are waiting for him, but because you are becoming who Allah called you to be.